is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. My team on it. Good team on it. Watch the screen. Watch the stuff. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Watch the pass.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. They find some open field here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Going the other way.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on second and goal. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Landry now on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, 133. 5. Here we go. Mike, 5.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 6-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Mayfield down. Being chased, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and
22, Mark 22. Army. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got it. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jackson will keep it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. And I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
180! 55. Set the tone, defense. Set up.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Get wild. Regular.
On second and goal, Mayfield buying time, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hurry! Here we go. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check. Pistol.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18.
A gain of 14.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, alert!
Now Mayfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Haywood! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the...
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming. Mike, we ain't giving up nothing today.
Jackson going to throw again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
And Jackson throwing once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
it got his man complete. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here it comes, here it comes. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, alert 33. Tupper.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Kings. I got it.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Max 22, Max 22. Hey, take off.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Don't say nothing.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. Takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Again, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Browns drive about to get started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you've won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Go.
Pistol.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Check curls.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got 4. He's checking.
Mayfield to throw it. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Throwing, Mayfield, able to find Harris, complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Hunt. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Mike 22. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point up and good, and that will extend this big lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Max 22, Max 22.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Jackson now to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Man, I got you.
From the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
55. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Watch the safety creep. Shift, watch the shift.
Hey, alert.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Cleveland.
Check. 180.
Check, 55 to Mike. In your face.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.